Hey y'all, hey, what day is it? This Thursday. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. It's 4 in the morning, y'all. I couldn't sleep. I'm so tired. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. I laid down at 10:30 last night. One thing, my knee is in a lot of pain, and it woke me up. And I went to the restroom. I came up front. I've been sitting in the recliner trying to get myself comfortable and try to rest. I'm just like, I just ain't doing nothing. I'm trying my best to go back to sleep. Nothing happened. Fortunately, I'm working from home today, but I'm going to try to get started on time so I can finish up early today. But I decided to get up because, y'all, I got a mess on my table. Let me see, this table full of stuff. And I'm like, let me get this stuff off of my table. I'm sick of looking at it. Am I going to get it all off right now? More likely not. But I am going to try to get most of it. I got a pile on the floor, but that's stuff that Amber's I gotten for her to get to her nieces and nephews. It's in the floor right now. I'm going to find somewhere to put it because I'm not wrapping it. That's for her to do. But anyway, I got these, y'all. Now, they have these. This is just a gift idea if you want to give something like to your coworkers or something. I'm giving them all gift cards. I do every year. They don't, like I said, it'd be like something for a sandwich for lunch or for them to get a coffee or something. But I normally do gift treat bags. Y'all believe it or not, I did not do any treat bags this year. So I want to get them a little something with it. And you can just give them, you can just give these out at work if you want to. You don't have to give a gift card with it. I just, these are just the little popcorn cones. But you know, they have the little hot chocolate ones. They have the ones with the candy on them. You know, just a little gift idea. So I'm going to make out the gift cards. And then when I put these on their desk next week, I'm going to put a thing of popcorn on for each one. And I don't even know if people can eat the popcorn. But I decided I'm not going to give people candy and stuff because I don't know. Nuts and stuff like that. Because I don't know. I started to order nuts this year. But I'm like, who knows? We have one of our coworkers who's just been diagnosed with some health issues. And I said, I don't want to do anything to anybody dietary needs. Y'all made me some tea. It's still hot. Yeah, I debated on whether I should tell y'all this, but I've been seeing a lot of stories about spinning the block lately. So I'm going to talk about it today, this morning. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, y'all, just let me take this in for a minute. Y'all, do these blue lights help? And when you're driving, like when I have my sunglasses, these are not sunglasses, but you know, at night, I'm going to see if they help me. They were like $3. I ordered a pair. I guess y'all said, you're supposed to be talking about something else. And I just ordered a pair to have like when I wear my contacts when I'm traveling. I said, let me just go on and get these. I definitely can't see on them. Y'all are all blurred up, but hey. I'm going to see if they work. They would be some cute little frames for like, I don't like the gold on them, but they'll be cute, like if, you know, for prescription. But you know, most of the time they can't put prescriptions in some of this stuff. They say they can't anyway. I remember when Ike's was in business, they used to try to put your prescription in anything you bought up there for a frame. But anyway, so I told y'all about this last year, and this is somebody's gift that I had wrapped. And then I thought about it, they were going to open the gift and y'all weren't going to be able to see it. What I was talking about. The binder. And as y'all know, it's other stuff in this bag. I worked on these all year. This is someone's Christmas present. Now, you can fancy this up a lot better than I did, and you don't have to use this particular binder. But what I will tell you, you can get these now. You can buy them at Amazon, Walmart, I think Temu. And right now, if you're a Rakuten member, which I am, I don't need any more, though, because I'm not doing this next year. I try to do something different every year. If you're a Rakuten member, Temu, you can go through Rakuten and get 18% back on your purchases. It's just been for like this month because I ordered a few things and got nice cash backs. When I have me a nice little check, at least about $50 check in February. So I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, this is the binders, the kind of binder wallets that I got. And these also can be used for savings challenges and saving wallets as well, because I do have some that I use for savings challenges. But I particularly bought these for what I was doing. And this is just, I'm just showing you this. These are just, I left it in a thing. But this is just something after they get through, they can open and they can put their gift cards down in here to keep in one place. So I'm going to put that back in there. But I'm going to share this with you. I'm not going to share everything with you, and I'm going to cover up who this is for, right? So in the beginning of this, I just have a little note. You can see, and well, I can't show that part either. Well, anyway, because it said love and who somewhere. Well, anyway, it's a note in the beginning of the binder, right? And I talk about what's going on with the binder, you know, and I want them to have a blessed and happy year. They can either open up an individual or all at once. They can open up something every month, but it's a gift to give them all during the month. And I put them a pin on here. I'm not going to go through all the months, but for January, for example, that's what I'm telling you. It doesn't have to be anything expensive. For January, I gave them gift cards to, well, this person I gave, because I didn't give them the same thing. This person I gave gift cards to Chick-fil-A. It's just a couple of $10 gift cards, you know. But like I said, I purchased these in January for both what I gave the other person to. I think I may have given them Smoothie King. For February, I'm just going to write the note. It's just said, Happy Valentine's Day. Something, and get yourself something neat. Oh, for a special treat, get yourself something neat. Okay, that was a note for this individual for Valentine's Day. For March, I gave them some cash too. And it's just specifically for something. And it's $25 in this envelope. And it says for a matinee movie and a snack. And don't be trying to go to the evening movie and buy something at the concession stand too. You know. But I'm saying it doesn't even have to be these dollar amounts. And I'm going to show you April, and then I'll just flip through the months. For April, I told this person to, it's $20 in here. I don't have cash in every one, by the way. That's what I'm going to show y'all. But it specifically says for cleaning supplies. Now, I handwritten my notes. You can write something. You can do this all on the computer and make it special. But I thought the handwriting notes was personal. It says, ball to the wall, spring cleaning with a Dollar Tree haul. And run to the border for something else about the lunch. Because I got a $15 gift card for the Taco Bell. So they can spring clean at the Dollar Tree with their haul and spring clean. They can get lunch that day. May is just a gift card. June is a gift card to where they like to shop. July is a gift card to a dinner place. Okay. August, however, is cash in here for August. And I'm just going to, I'm going to read you part of the note I wrote. And just for your reference purposes, I'll tell you in a minute. It says stock invest. It tells them what to do with this. After you have done all the rest, remember to not forget to stock invest. Please purchase dividend stock with this in your investment accounts. So you can it's a gift that's keep on giving. And I specifically told them, I mean, it's of their choice. They can pick whichever one they want, just the dividend stock. And for your point of reference, we'll use maybe 2 stock. I think recently I got, in fact, I know the last one I got, I think Coke may have been 48 cents. Their quarterly dividend is like 47 cents a share. That's a dividend stock. That's a well-known company. This is a company you may not know. It's called Capital Southwest. I just got a notice in my stock investment portfolio that they were going to have a dividend extension date of December 14th, and theirs will be 63 cents a share. But you would get a company like Coke that you know that this will be something that if you buy stock in that or buy two, it'll be something that'll keep on giving. And I put enough in there they could buy a decent stock or two. You know, and like it's gift cards. This is gift cards to the grocery store, and it say replenish grocery where you can get the bang for your buck. And then it's money in December and a gift card. So that's what I'm saying. But if you do this every month, say you only have your husband you want to do it for, or your children you want to do it for. It doesn't have, and then these envelopes they're zip. You can buy extra because I don't think they didn't come with enough. So I ordered these extra, the envelopes, the little plastic pouches. But you can put candy down in these. They hold, stuff. So I want to share that with y'all. These people don't even watch my channel anyway. So, I ain't worried about them seeing it. But they all grown. But I just want to kind of give you an idea if you want to go ahead and get prepared to do these for next year. And hey, some of y'all might have it like that. Because like I said, it's not. But by the end of the year, it totals up to quite a bit what I have in theirs. But it's not for, some people, I wouldn't, even though I have a Christmas club, that's not my intent. My Christmas club is for do several things, charity and things like that, giveaways, stuff like that. And to give gifts. But it wasn't, I didn't want to just focus. I want to do something really special for them this year. So, and they have other things too. But that's why I said, if you want to do something big and you want to do one now, and it's not too late to do it. And they don't come with the month labels. I just put little tabs on them and put the months on them myself. Oh, this don't even go in there. I was going to get him somebody else's gift card. The world. I was just covering up the note. But anyway, so that's what the binders look like, and I did promise that I would show this to y'all when I got it's all wrapped, both of them wrapped, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, I ain't gonna be able to show them nothing. So anyway, that's that for that. Let me put this back down in here. Yeah. And cover that back up. So I'll put that on the floor. Anyway, I'm gonna make out these gift cards over here that I have here. I'm getting ready to make them out. I got these from the Dollar Tree, the little money gift card things and the gift card holder things. But anyway, I hope these things fit. I don't know about these. They may not fit. The ones that got the bigger ones in there. I'll figure it out. But anyway, y'all, I want to kind of talk to y'all about recently about spin the block. I've been seeing a lot of people get back in relationships, right? Which I don't have anything against that. Love is love. If that's what you want to do and go back, no power to you. But I recently had someone from my past. This was last month in November. I had someone from my past reach out to me. And it wasn't anything that I didn't think of anything of it. Because we talk occasionally. He called and wished me a happy birthday. And things of that nature, right? And so I didn't think anything of it. That was back in August. So when he reached out to me in November, I was like, well, hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? What's been up with you? And so I ain't gonna be able to write this stuff and do this at the same time. So they told me how they were. They said they had recently been in the hospital and had a stroke. But they were recovering well, which I was very happy to hear. And I told them I was sorry to hear that they had went through that, but I was glad to hear that they had gotten out the hospital and was doing well. So somewhere along the conversation, let me prerequisite, this person is married, right? During the conversation, they professed their love for me. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, what brought all this on? I was just thinking, I just been thinking about you. I'm like, well, that's really not appropriate. So I diverted the question to their marriage. I said, I was just talking to you in August and you were fine. I said, what's going on with you? Well, their spouse has stopped working recently. They're retired. Their spouse has stopped working recently, and they seem to be, and so I just took that in. I didn't say anything that particular day in reference to that. I said, well, that's good. Apparently their spouse is trying to, get disability. So I asked them how their spouse, they said, you around the same age. I think their spouse is like a year older than me. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just went on. We had kind of small talk around that and blase, right? Some more stuff was said about, I miss you, and when I'm coming after you. I'm like, how you coming after me? You married. And I said, man, you need to get yourself together. So it was some more stuff said, and I said, well, just concentrate on your marriage. I said, all marriages go through stuff, but y'all been married now for, 8 years? My daughter's been out of college 7. I think they got married the year before she... I said, y'all been married now 8 years. And I've had conversations with him similar to before, and I've talked about it in a video, right? So I'm thinking, whatever. And y'all, he called me the next day. So I'm like, cool, which I'm thinking I done kind of did the conversation. I done glazed over that because, I'm like more concerned about, I'm glad you're out the hospital, blase. The conversation went totally left. It wasn't an ugly conversation, and I wasn't being ugly. They went on to tell me, I'm getting divorced. And I'm coming after you again. I'm like, coming after me for what? Just tell me you still love me. Man, what? I said, you are a whole married man. That was the first thing. You're a whole married man. Well, I just love you. I just want to love you, and I've always loved you. And I said, you know what? I was a whole single woman when you got married. Yeah, I know. And besides that, you're married. And he went on to tell me, well, how do you like your new house? I said, I love my home. And we started talking about small talk. He said, well, I'm going to get to see it. I said, well, how you going to do that? How you going to get the address? What you mean? I can't come over there? I said, first of all, God has been too good to me. God has been too good to me. God has blessed me. I'm not entertaining nobody's husband in my house. Period. I ain't entertaining nobody's husband. That's the first thing. And first of all, I darn sure ain't entertaining nobody's husband in my house. If I'm inviting you over here, I'm inviting trouble in my home. I'm not going to block my blessings in your mess, in your messiness. I said, I think that you need to sit down and talk to your wife. I said, I think that y'all can work whatever it is out. I said, all marriages go through trials and tribulations. And I said, she is. And I said, well, how long has your wife not been working? And, well, he went on to tell me he got good money in his retirement. I didn't need to know that at all, by the way. But I said, well, good. I said, a husband is a protector and a provider. I said, how long has your wife not been working? And he told me a couple of months. I said, well, perhaps, I don't know what's going on in your marriage. I said, but I'm not a marriage counselor. That's just what I told him. I said, but perhaps y'all are just getting on each other's nerves because you're not used to her being there all the time, with her only being gone a couple of months. I said, well, what kind of man you don't do that. I said, your wife just not been working. I said, so you going to leave her? And he tells me, well, she got a daughter that lives out of town. Well, she has one live here too. He said, but that daughter's a mess. I think the daughter lives in Texas somewhere. Has a daughter lives out of town. She can go stay with her daughter. Why would she go with her stay with her daughter if she has a husband? Why would you even be thinking, well, it's just stuff going on? I said, well, what is it? Because I'm trying to get this. And I was just like, I'm not your answer to your problem. And I told him, I said, this lets me know that men are crazy. I'm not saying this to all men. I said, but that's just not something you do. That is not something you do. And I always tell him, I said, look, I will always care about you, but you better than this. You better than this. And women, and I said, can I ask you something? Not that I even cared, to be honest with y'all, about this portion. I said, what is it so that you love so about me that you think that it would be so much better with me and marriage would be so much great with me? Because I come with problems too. He said, well, I don't want to be with her. I want to be with you. Well, you obviously wanted to be with her. You've been married to the woman for 8 years. I know you done tried to do this before, but y'all still married. No. I'm sorry. I said, look, I will always care about you. And I'm glad to know that you're doing well. I'm glad your health is well. I said, and I don't know, we said a few more things that I thought this was crushed. So by that time, I'm kind of fuming, y'all. I'm kind of on 1050 boil. But I'm still being pleasant because I'm thinking about him just as a friend. I said, we've had some. I said, you were an a-hole with me some, but you had some good qualities and good times with me as well. I said, so I can imagine your wife is going through some stuff. I said, you're looking at, your situation. You looking at whatever she doing or whatever. Well, I can't get into it right now, but I'll tell you about it. Well, the next day comes. Well, I talked to my brother that night, and I told my brother what was going on. I talked to one of my friends, my girlfriend that was here from Florida, about the whole situation. I said, he really getting on my nerves, and I'm about to say some curse words. Because I told y'all, I still say a few things, when I get to that point sometimes. So, I'm like, she's the girl who cursed him out. I said, he must be going through something. I said, I do care about him. I'm glad to know that he's doing well. I said, well, let me get a man's perspective. So I go through my brother, but he be laughing at some stuff. He was laughing. He said, well, maybe he going through something. He said, try to be understanding. He said, but don't cuss him out. He said, because that's not you. And I tell him what's all going on and blase. And my brother had something else to say. And I'm like, that's what you thinking. He said, well, if she get to the 10 years, she can get part of his Social Security. He said, so he better do it now. I said, what kind of remedy is that? I said, I'm telling you about this man and get himself together. He said, yes, sister, I know what you're saying. He said, but that's right, don't have him at your house. He liked him. So, he was like, yeah, sister. But he care about you. He want his whole thing. My brother's silly. So I'm like, he done got on my nerves too. Me and crazy all up. They all just stick together this foolishness. But he did give me some good advice and stuff. So he called me back the next day. All right. This is after I talked to my brother. A good thing I did, because I said, what is going on with you? I done kind of got a little stern with him. I'm like, hey, how you doing? This is day number 3. He tells me his wife's daughter was here. His stepdaughter was here in town from Texas. And him and her and the wife had went shopping. But she wanted me to go, but I didn't want to go. I said, well, what do you want, basically? And he goes on to tell me that he just want to talk to me. He missed me. I'm like, okay. I said, what is it so much you miss about me? And what do you love so much about me? And nothing in his conversation was, I love you because, I said, and then I told him, I said, you don't really know me. I'm a lot the same, but I'm changed. I've done a lot in my life since, we've been together. I said, so you don't even know me. Yeah, I know you. I know you got a good heart. I said, what you love about me? You are nice and you got a good heart. You got a good heart in your chest is what he said. I'm like, okay. Which is true, and I'll be good to you. I'm a loyal person. He said, and I know you'll take care of me. Okay. It was nothing about me. It was all about his benefit, right? I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, I'm sure your wife will do the same. I will encourage you to work on your marriage. I said, as a friend, and I think I said, I care about you. And I said, I told him, I said, I talked to my brother about it. And I told him I was concerned because, I don't know if something happened with the stroke. Physically he said he's doing okay. But, you don't know what goes on mentally with people when they're ill or whatever. And I said, as a friend, I will always care about you. Like I said, but no. I said, this is not what you do. I said, again, you were just fine in August. He said, well, that's been a minute. I said, August, September, October, November, a few months. Now all of a sudden your marriage is not sustainable and you getting divorced. So he tells me, well, if I can't come after you, I'm gonna go to sell my house and go somewhere else to where his sister is. I'm like, oh, okay. And so he repeated it like I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna be available. If I can't come after you, I'm just gonna go up there with my sister at. I'm like, oh, okay. I did. I went on to ask myself, how your brother doing? His brother lives here. I said, y'all have a good. Yeah, he got his own wife though. So I'm like, and so do you. Is what I'm thinking. And they got a house somewhere out in Memphis. I'm like, oh, okay. He got kids here too. I said, well, me and my sister give us a chance to develop a relationship because apparently her spouse has passed. So I'm like, well, you know what? I said, I wish you well. I said, but I want to see you do better. And I said, I don't know what your situation is. He says, I'll never disrespect my wife. I'm like, but that's exactly what you're doing, talking to me about trying to get something, to get yourself together, to get out of the marriage, to get into something else. I don't know if you are sincere about what you're saying, but I'm not available to that. First of all, that's the first thing. Because if you do it to her, you'll do it to me. You see what I'm saying? And you're lining up your next seem like victim is what you're trying to say. You're trying to make sure you got something and somebody on the back burner. So if you do decide that you say you're going to, get up out of this situation, that I'm going to be available. But what kind of, I see what type of person you are and what type of husband you are. And I said, surely that's not what type of man you want to be. You should protect and provide for your wife. And, give it a chance to settle. And I'm sure, after a few months, y'all will get a groove, with her being off and everything. And I've told him before, you need to go to counseling. But I'm not a counselor. And I went on to tell him, I said, and I did. I sincerely did, y'all. I prayed for you. I've really prayed for you. I prayed for you. I prayed over your marriage. I prayed for your marriage. That God restores whatever it is you're going through, that he restores it. To let him know, this right here, that's not even an option. This is not an option for you to be trying to line yourself up for me. If you chose to jump into a marriage that you knew you didn't want to, and y'all keep in mind, he told me he didn't want to be married to this person, I know, a month out. But you've been in here 8 years now. So I would suggest that you figure it out. Because the right thing to do, if you didn't want to be really married to this person, was to fix it on the front end. And let them know I got married on the rebound. Just because I said I wasn't ready yet. Whatever, y'all. I don't even want to go back through that story. But anyway, I'm not going to go back through that. But like I said, I told him I pray for your marriage. I'm praying over your marriage. I pray that God restores your marriage to a point where, and then I thought about it. You sneaking around calling me when your wife's not around. So evidently, does she really even know if she wants you to go shopping with them that y'all are even having problems? Does she know y'all having problems? Because apparently not. You're not communicating with the right woman. I'm not the right woman for you to communicate with. Because your solution to you fixing what's wrong is not me. So y'all just be careful about that when, spinning the block with anybody. And y'all look at yourself. It's not a flattering thing to somebody. And I don't know if men think it is. But no, I'm looking at you sidewise. Side-eyeing you like, what is your problem? I wasn't flattered by your professions of love. And so that's what I thought. Somebody could use this conversation and use what happened to me. And this has been recently. I said, is this a test? Yeah, I'm like, this must be... And they say it will come. I say, I know a blessing is in store for me. Because, I've had 3 incidents this year with men and their foolishness. 3. 3. So I'm like, what is going on? Is this like, am I being punked? I'm looking around like, what in the world? And I said, at what age? Because he's older than I am. I think he just turned 68. At what age do you stop this? Does this ever stop? Did you say, well, look, I need to do better. I need to be better. I need to be right. I chose to get in this. And irregardless of whatever else, I took this opportunity to do so. This is his already second marriage. Let me do right by this. Let me do right by this person, whether it's this good enough that we can work through the issues. Some people might say, man, life too short to be unhappy. Well, you better figure out and find some happiness because you chose this person. Stop jumping, and that's another thing. Stop jumping at something because of something else. You know, a lot of people, you know, that is not a prize. Getting somebody who's not right with one person, what makes you think they're going to be right with you? Okay? Anyway, I just wanted to share that, y'all. So be careful if you have some past folks coming back with this foolishness. If you have some new folks coming with the same type of foolishness, leave them at the door. I'm not saying you have to be nasty or cruel to them, but pray for him. Genuinely pray for him. I want him to do well. I want his marriage to do well. I want it to prosper. I want God to restore it. And I want y'all to pray for people in the same manner, that the person get themselves together for themselves, not only for the wife, but the spouse, whether it's a woman or a man, but for themselves also, because it's just not a way to be. And finding hurting people deliberately is not the thing to do. And, you know, moving on and moving recklessly, you know, is not a selling point to anybody, and it shouldn't be to you. But I wanted to share that with y'all today. I'm going to get off here because I guess it's going on 5 a.m. 5 and... I know y'all say, here you go with that song in 5 in the morning. Y'all, in spite of I be tired, y'all, I still have joy. I still have joy. After all, I still have joy. Joy to the world. I don't know those words. Let earth receive her King. I'm going to watch that movie. You know, Whitney Houston, the preacher's wife. Joy, 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 joy. I don't know, you know the parts, but y'all know it sounds real good in that movie. But anyway, what Christmas movies, annual Christmas movies are you watching? Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off here. I'll just give y'all that's some little idea of Christmas gifts. I'm going to fill out these Christmas cards. Get my little happy self off of here and get ready to get working. Maybe I can get an hour worth of rest. I don't know. Before I have to get it cranking and get it going. But I want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. And happy Vlogmas Day 14. Happy Vlogmas Day 14. Love y'all. Bye.